Have you ever learned a new trading strategy and wondered if you could test how well the strategy performs on the chart without waiting for years and years or months to test the win rates of that strategy? This is why you need a backtesting tool, one that is very reliable and shows accurate results on how a strategy has played out over the years. It has to be a simple tool, it has to be one that shows accurate results and is easy to use. The one I use is tradingview, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can test any kind of strategy, whether trend line, whether break and retest, indicators, and so on and so forth. Any kind of strategy that you use, you can actually use this tool to backtest it and be sure that it has a good win rate. It's not enough to go and watch videos or learn a lot about a strategy. You need to go back and be able to backtest it and test if it actually works well. Now I'm going to be dropping the link of the backtesting tool that I use. It's known as tradingview. You can click on the link in the description and sign up for that tool. It doesn't matter the strategy that you use, you can use this tool to test out the win rate before you then use real money and apply it in your real account. Stick to the end of this video if you'd like to learn more. Welcome to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're just going to be looking at how to use this very superb backtesting tool known as tradingview. It is not a must you have the paid plan, but having the paid plan is also very, very good. The free plan can also help you to do at least even the basic, but you're sure to get results. Okay, now there are two ways of actually using this backtesting tool to test your trading strategy. You can use the manual method, or you can use the bot in the software, in the tradingview software. But in today's video, we're just going to be using tradingview to test out a strategy manually. Before we get carried away, please give this video a thumbs up, turn on post notifications, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also share this video to anybody who you feel will need this sort of information. And also, you get notified, you'll be the first to be notified whenever I drop any other informative video as this one. So let's get right into today's video. So let's say I recently learned how to use mitigation blocks and other blocks to spot my demand and supply zones in the market, right? Let's say I'm a price action trader. I'm not using any indicators. I just want to see how price react to all of the mitigation zones or all of the other blocks that I have spotted. Okay, so all I have to do is just go over to, is either you get the bar replay tool at the top corner of your screen, or somewhere here. You can find it here. You can just select the bar and cut out the part where you want to check. So let's say that I find this and I want to start backtesting this strategy from here. Okay, so let's say according to my strategy, whenever I see an order block or whenever I see a mitigation block, I want to go ahead and place my buy or sell order. Now if you want to learn more about mitigation and order block, it's not the reason for this video, it's not why we are here for this video, but if you want to check that out, you can click the link at the top. You can check out that video at the top here, but that's not the reason. Like I said, that's not the reason for today's video. So let me zoom out. Let me zoom that out. So let's say I am looking for from the higher time frame, I've seen that okay, price has come down to a demand zone and I'm looking for an opportunity to buy this market. Okay, so I've just spotted, this is a break of structure here. I just spotted a demand zone right here. Okay, I want to see how price reacts to all of the zones that I have marked out. And yes, you can manually do this. You can have your trading journal or your study journal beside you as you watch the screen, as you monitor the candlesticks. Okay, so right here I've marked out an order block. You can see that price has come back to that order block. I also want to be checking out for how price reacts to that zone. Does it give liquidity sweep? What does it do? You can see right here, you can see that price gave a liquidity sweep here. So I'm going to also put that down and go back and ask myself, why did this happen? How did this happen? Was it because of the news? What session did it happen? What market session? Was it in New York session? Was it in London session? I want to know how a particular pair how it responds to different zones at different levels, right? And I also want to know how it reacts to my zones that I have marked out, or that I have spotted in the different market sessions: Asian session, New York session, London session. I want to know how does price react in general, and I'm going to be putting that down. Okay, so if I was in this trade on a live account, it means I would have been stopped out. So I want to ask myself, what would I have done differently to be able to, because the price actually bought like I anticipated it to buy, but then it still took me out first before it went in my direction. I'll go to my manual journal and put that down and tell myself, okay, in this zone, price bought, but before it bought, it swept liquidity. Okay, and then I'll also go ahead to investigate why it swept liquidity first before going in my direction. Okay, so this other block, even though it is correct, it has failed, I'll put down the reason why it failed. Okay, why, if I had traded this position on a live account, I would have been stopped out even though price went in my direction. Okay, so I've spotted another break of structure right here. So it doesn't matter the strategy that you use, all you have to do is just go back to the charts, right? Use the replay tool and watch exactly what price does to all of the zones that you have marked out, and ask yourself what actually happened. What session did this thing happen? Which market session does price react to with high volume using this strategy? These are all the things that I want to be paying attention to. Okay, you can see price coming here. This is a mitigation zone right here. So price reacted to that. Price came here, reacted to it, also came here, reacted to it. But I think on this now, here is something else you should know. Sometimes when you over refine your zone, it can either be a good or a bad thing. Again, this is also what you want to look out for. What time frames does this particular pair respect the most? You want to ask yourself, how far did I refine my zone, and did it cause me to miss out on that trade? Just like this one, did it cause me to miss out on that trade, or did it help me to enter early so that price doesn't leave me on that trade? These are the things you must be asking yourself as you backtest, and whatever you find out, you go to your manual journal and put it down. Like I said earlier, I will make another video on how to use the bots inside of the TradingView software and test out your strategy, especially if you're the type that uses indicators and all of those stuff. Okay, but for this video, we're just looking at purely price action. Okay, so if the speed is too, if you do not like the speed, you can come here and you can make it times 10, times 3. So let me just leave it at times 1 because I don't want it to be too fast. Okay, I want to see every single thing, every single movement that price makes. Okay, remember, you also need to pay attention to the time frame that you are working with. Okay, so again, another thing you should ask yourself, does my zones I marked that in this particular time frame, does price actually respect them? Okay, so these are the things that you just want to be seeing what the market, if you were in this trade live, if you were trading an account and this is what you are looking at on your screen, how would price have behaved? So now, no strategy is going to give you 100% win rates all of the time, but you want to make your findings, you want to be sure that at least it has a decent win rate of about maybe 50, 60, 70% win rate, and with good risk management, I think you are good to go. Okay, so I've spotted another, let's call this I think this should be like a breaker block somewhere here. Okay, so I want to see, so price came here, there's a reason I was taking out of here. It was a liquidity sweep. I'll put that down. There's a reason I missed out on this trade. It was because I refined the zone too much on the 30 minutes time frame. I believe that if this was a 1 hour time frame or a 2 hours time frame, I wouldn't have missed this trade right here. Okay, so this again is, I've spotted a a reclaimed order block. I've spotted a reclaimed order block right here, and I also want to see what price or how price will react to that zone. Okay, I've just clicked on the replay button. So even though I missed the trade here, even though I missed this mitigation block here, let me take this out. Even though I missed right here, I was taking out because of liquidity sweep. So right here I missed this trade because I refined the zone. I missed this trade right here because I refined the zone and I didn't catch this one here. Some people may have caught this, but it was here. But as at when I saw this setup, it was right here, and I still missed out on the trade because I refined the zone to a 30-minute zone. Okay, and then here, the zone that I missed, I could also get a trade from here, from this reclaimed order block. All right, so this is how you see what works and what doesn't work. So it's not enough for you to watch a course or watch a YouTube video and tell yourself that okay, you have learned it. It's left for you to go back to your charts, go back to your back testing tool, and verify the data that you have gotten, verify the details that you have gotten, everything that you've learned from that course or from that video or wherever. You have to go back to your back testing tool and be sure that it actually works. Now, the way you learned it from whoever taught it to you may not be the same way you apply it. This is why it is good that you have your own personal time with the chart, so that you train your eyes to see these points before they even play out. I mean, when you want to trade a real account. So let's continue. This is a breakup structure right here, and let's say I'm looking forward to this zone. Now, it is not a must that every time you mark out a zone or you spot a zone that price will come back to it. Again, the reason you backtest a strategy is to know how does price behave with that strategy, how does price react to the zones you marked out from that strategy. It is not a must that it must come back to the zone. It is not a must. You can see right here, price stopped me out again and used this zone. Okay, so this is a liquidity sweep right here. I believe this was during the news. Okay, so you can just check that out, and you can also use Forex Factory to be able to check when a news occurred in a particular time or at a particular date. Okay, so now here is something. If I was trying to backtest this strategy, I want to ask myself, even though I marked that an order block, why did price come sweep my zone, sweep the liquidity of my zone, and then went in the same direction just like I anticipated? Okay, so let's say that it was even somewhere right here. Okay, so I want to see the behavior of price in that zone. Okay, I want to see what price does every time price comes to my zone. Why does price, and I also want to pay attention to the pair itself. For this pair, GBP USD, it is possible that it is the behavior of this pair to always sweep liquidity, or sweep liquidity most of the time, just to take out early buyers or early sellers, or just to grab liquidity before moving in the actual direction. Okay, so it is something that I want to know the behavior of that particular pair, because trust me, every pair has a particular way it behaves to a particular strategy. Okay, there are some strategies that are very, very good, but then when you test it out on a particular pair or an asset or a commodity, you may get a very, very low win rate. This is not to say that the strategy is trash. This is not to say that the strategy is not good enough. it may not just be working for that exact pair. So this is why it is not just good for you to pick up a strategy somewhere and just start applying it on a real account. You go and backtest it on different pairs. The one that works well, then you can then go over and start front testing on a real account. That's trading on a live account. Okay. So let's continue. You can see that even though price came here to sweep this liquidity, it still came to reclaim this zone. Okay, so you can see that it happened here, it happened here, right here, and it also happened here, right here. A valid order block, but price still came to sweep liquidity, came back to that zone to pick up trades, and then went in the same direction. So I believe that this video, even though it's short, it gives you an idea of what you should expect anytime you are trying to backtest a strategy. Okay, pick up the strategy, learn it, go to your backtesting tool, and manually put down everything that you have learned. You want to study the patterns that that pair works with. You want to study the time frame it works with. You want to study how price reacts to each zone that you have spotted or you have marked out. And that's how you get better and better, even before you even move over to a real account. If this video has given you value, I'm sure it has, please click on the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on post notifications so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever I drop another informative video, and also to encourage our channel. If you want to learn more about mitigation blocks, order blocks, and other institutional reference points, click on this video, and I'll see you in the next one.